Jai Ram Krishna. The living world. Living world. What is living? Taxonomical system, taxonomical category, taxonomical aid. Living. Living characteristics. Non-defined, defined. Non-defined with exception. Not a characteristic feature of living. Growth, reproduction. Growth, increase in mass, increase in cell number. Reproduction, asexual reproduction, sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction biparental, mostly multicellular and unicellular organism. Asexual reproduction uniparental, example by budding, yeast, hydra. Regeneration, planaria. Fragmentation, fungi and filamentous algae and protonema of mosses. Define, without any exception. Metabolism, cellular organization, consciousness. Non-defining characteristics. Growth plus reproduction, mutually exclusive event, unicellular. Growth plus reproduction, mutually non-defining character. Growth plus reproduction, mutually inclusive event, unicellular. Growth plus reproduction, mutually exclusive event, multicellular. Note: growth in plant is localized and indefinite throughout life. Growth in animal is diffused and definite up to a limit. Important: reproduction is not a characteristic feature of living. Example: mules, worker bees, and infertile human. In living, growth, irreversible change. In intrinsic, occur due to increased protoplasm. Defining characteristics. Metabolism, catabolism plus anabolism. It means sum of all catabolic and anabolic reaction in our body. In vitro, not a living thing but is a living reaction. Metabolism is a characteristic feature of living things inside a cell. Cellular organization, metabolic reaction inside the cell. It means cellular organization strictly required for metabolism to define the future. Consciousness, the state of being aware of what is around you and able to sense environment. Consciousness therefore becomes the defining property of living organism. Taxonomy and systematics. Identification, correct description of organism. Nomenclature, scientific naming. Binomial nomenclature given by Linnaeus. Classification, give a particular position of an organism in a particular taxa. ICBN, International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. ICZN, International Code for Zoological Nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature given by Carolus Linnaeus. Name with two components. Generic name, specific epithet. System Naturae, written by Linnaeus. Taxonomic category. Taxonomic arrangement. All categories together constitute the taxonomic hierarchy. Each category referred to as a unit of classification in fact represent a rank and as commonly called as taxon. Plural taxa. Species. Group of individual with fundamental similarities. For example, Nigrum tigris. Genus. Group of closely related species. Example, Mangifera. Family. Group of less related genus. Solanaceae. Order. The similar characteristics are less in number as compared to different genera, assemblage of families which exhibit a few similar characteristics. For example, polynomial. Class. Group of related orders. Example, Primata. Phylum. In division, related plant classes came in group, but in case of animal, related classes become a part of phylum. Example, Chordata. Seventh one, kingdom. Group of similar phylum or division. Example, Animalia and Plantae. Taxonomic hierarchy. Kingdom, division or phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Taxonomical aids. Collection of samples or preserved organisms which help in extensive research for the identification of various taxonomical hierarchy. Herbarium. It is the storehouse of collected plant specimens that are dried, pressed and preserved on sheet 42 into 29 centimeter. Botanical garden. Collection of living plant for reference in a specialized garden. Example, New England Indian Botanical Garden, Kolkata, West Bengal. Museum. Collection of preserved plant and animal specimens in colleges for study purpose and reference. Zoological park. A place where wild animals kept under human care for learn about food habits and behavior. Key are generally analytical in nature. Key are based on contrasting characters, generally in a pair called couplet. Each statement in the key is called lead.